Hey y'all, welcome to the Clock Tower. I'm Colton, here with Brandon, and today we're playtesting that Haruhi Suzumiya deck that I premiered on the channel a couple of days ago. Link in the description to that. And Brandon, you're playing what? SAO Alicization, right?
Yep, I am playing Alicization. So, should be fun.
And once again, for those who maybe don't know, we're playing on untap.in. It's free, and you can make decks, and there are a lot of Weiss cards already in the database. So it's pretty neat.
It's interesting. Okay. That's right, you go first. That's actually probably helpful. Okay.
All right. I won the roll to go first, so I will do so. Okay. I'm going to clock and draw 2. Okay, I can live with that. I can live with that. Going to swing with the Koizumi for 3.
Yep.
For whatever reason, I've always felt like Haruhi has really struggled to get zeros in hand at the top of the game. I honestly couldn't tell you why. Maybe it's just because there aren't as many early game hand fix options as there are in other sets, but it feels like it's really hard to get zeros in hand. So is there a specific list that you're playing, Brandon?
Um actually no. Um it's more of my build of Alicization. You're at
He's just at 1500.
I mean 1500 is still pretty nice.
Yeah.
Look at 2. Well, okay then. Knowing that, yeah, I'm just gonna swing with the 1. For 4.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay then.
First deck compression.
Gonna draw. Clock, draw 2. That's interesting. Then we're gonna slam the climax.
When you play the climax, I put my character into stock.
So we'll swing here for 1, 2, 3, 4.
Cancel on 1.
I figured you probably would. I figured that was probably what was going on with those top 2 cards. Swing here for 3.
Yep. I will level in green.
And then for 3, and I'll salvage one, which will be that one because it's the only card in my waiting room.
3 hits.
Okay. Yeah, this is very much Soul Rush, very much slam climaxes. When you get them, it's just what it does. So I don't mind that.
Clock. Draw 2. Even better. Okay. Gonna play that one. Gonna play that one. Discard a climax. And salvage 1. That one. Turn around and play that one. Okay. And then I'll put this one into the back here. And look at the top 2. Okay. Okay. I'll take that. Climax. I will choose one. Yeah. I'm going to choose the Cardinal to go into stock and swing. On attack, reveal the top card. If it's a Fluct-like character, put it into stock. And then into hand. And then for the actual trigger, for 2.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Next one. Reveal the top card. It is a character. Put it into stock. And then I don't have a Charlotte's assistant,
Yep.
so. And then the trigger for 2.
Okay.
And then the last attack for 2.
Draw. Clock, draw 2. Okay. I'm going to play the Haruhi and the assistants into the back row and pay out the 1. Everybody's at face value now, right?
Yep.
Okay. So, Time Machine 1. Time Machine 2. And not a time machine, but also a character.
Fair enough.
Okay. I'm gonna tap and give 1500 to the usual in the middle. Doesn't really make a huge difference at this point, but why not? And then we will start. Pretty sure you have not triggered. But I know you're still in your first deck. And you're about to, and when you do refresh, it's gonna refresh pretty well. So I'm gonna slam the 2 soul.
Okay. I did trigger on the first attack of the game, but
Okay.
that was a while ago.
Fair enough. So yeah. So we're gonna swing with the Kion for 1, 2, 3, and 4. We'll see if this works.
Cancel on 2.
Okay. Swing in the middle for 3.
Uh, 3 hits.
And on reverse, this pops to memory.
I will level up in blue.
And then we will swing here when you are ready.
Yep. I'm ready.
For 5. Here we go. Let's see.
What's more important here?
This is interesting because I'm pretty sure you have access to the money counter.
Yeah.
He's about to see if he wants to place a bet on his deck, and he's gonna do it. Okay, all right. I don't hate that. In fact, I like that play. I think it makes a lot of sense.
I still get reversed though.
And I still popped memory. You did not want to eat that 5.
Not particularly. Oh, interesting. Okay.
But hey, we made him use his money counter,
I'm
and I'm pretty sure he only runs 2. So I know where both of them are right now. So that's a good feeling. Unless, of course, he runs 3, which is a very aggressive count for a money counter.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the primary thing with Haruhi when you're playing it is you can't take it seriously. You can't take Haruhi seriously. It's going to do things. It will fall. It will flop very hard sometimes, and it will hit very hard sometimes. You just kind of have to jump in the passenger seat and let the deck just kind of do what it does. It's very much a for fun deck as opposed to a for competitive environments deck. Unless you, like I said in the video, if you want to troll a meta that is very level 3 climax combo dependent, then this might be the deck for you. Who knows?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
3.
I continue to get no cancel help at all.
Well, it's because you're playing them.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, there's a card that I thought about putting into the deck, and I still like it. I think it's useful. It's a back row Mikuru that lets you tap 2 and pitch a climax to salvage a time character. And I think it's interesting, but I think I'd rather slam climaxes with this deck than try to pitch them.
2.
Especially in like a pre-refresh state, you know?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Turn.
Yep.
Oh yeah, you did draw. Okay.
I haven't drawn yet, no.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I saw the draw of the Kion.
Yep.
Or Kawazuki, whatever.
Yep. Yep, I hear you. Okay. So at the beginning of draw step, these 2 pop back into play. Which is fun. We are gonna clock this one. Okay. Okay. That's how this game's gonna go, apparently. Fair enough. We'll put down the Mikuru. 1,000 power whenever any character re-enters a stage, either from hand or from memory. So when these Haruhis pop back, they're going to be at 6,000.
Okay.
So I'm pretty sure if you're holding on to 1, then you probably have 2 left in those 9. So we're going to do this again. for 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hits.
Wow.
And that's why I did the money counter last time.
Yeah, I assume that you have 1 in hand, which would mean you have 2 in deck. But so now that you're denying my Haruhi Reverser, thanks. Oh, cool, neat. Salvage trigger. Love it. For 3.
Cancel.
You're gonna salvage Mikuru. And then the swing for, wow, okay, for 5.
Cancels.
Yeah, I figured. So those are some unfortunate triggers. Hey, the good news is the Haruhi pops to memory, so at least I have that.
Yeah.
I suppose.
I mean, that's true. I'll clock that one. Level. Draw 2. This is perfect. Okay. I will play this one. Pay the 2. Draw 2, choose 1. I will drop that one. And then Yu-Gi-Oh underneath as a marker. I will then play that one. I will choose the effect of the draw 2, choose 1.
Mm-hmm.
Drop that one. Come and play Alice down here. Flip the top. Draw 1, ditch 1 because it's a character. And then we're gonna go for for the... okay. Go for the gold here. Draw 2. Ditch 1. But unfortunately no Yu-Gi-Ohs. Sad day. So no marker. Because there's no marker, I will play that one and then tap it to give power to the Kirito.
I think it's hilarious that you are giving anything power against a board that has 2,500 and 5,000 power.
I mean, you're not wrong. 2, 3, 4, 2. Interesting. Okay. With that in mind, I'm actually going to switch this around here. And play the climax. I will swing here first.
Okay.
For 3. Perfect. Burn 1.
Okay.
Well, we'll find out. I'll pay the 2. Discard 2. It's a burn 3. Interesting. Okay. And then here for 3.
Wow. I didn't get a single cancel the whole game. What really hurt was I was 2 out of 9, and then I triggered both of the climaxes I had left.
Yeah.
Because you have to build stock pretty aggressively with this, so like after the early game, you can kind of pay stuff out, but you're not going to be able to get much of an end game together if you pay out everything, so you have to just be aggressive and hope that what prevents damage from sticking is not your compression, but your level 3 pieces, the Mikuru and the Surveil when attacked Santa, Haruhi, and Kyon. So, yeah, it was yeah, that was rough.
Yeah.
I like canceling. Canceling is nice. Not canceling at all is a great way to lose a game.
I mean, it's a very quick game. Uh, I know one thing that I know I had a misplay of like the better line of play. I should have done Charlotte's assistant on the level one combo in the middle
The usual, you mean?
against your usual, so that way your
Yeah,
usual wouldn't have.
wouldn't have popped to memory. Yeah,
Yeah, had I done that, I still would have taken the damage because it doesn't prevent damage.
sure, but you would have, yeah, you would have kept the time machine effect from
Well,
going off.
well, had I kept it on field, I'd have had the third card that I needed for Cardinal's dagger to then early play the Cardinal on the previous turn.
Mm.
So then I would actually been able to have a full field and then some.
Yeah,
But I was the line of play that I had. I was planning on drawing 2 playable cards, and then I didn't. Um, so that's how that turn ended.
that's
Which is
fair.
which is why this turn is a little bit more lackluster. But
Yeah, I think that when you were at 2-1, I think me slamming the climax might have been the wrong choice, just because then it allowed you to get to level 3 and get your combo off. When I didn't have, like, I need to be at level 3 to play defense, right?
yeah,
So maybe I don't. Oh, in part I was slamming the climax because I knew my compression wasn't very good. So like it was a way to at least get it into waiting room, but um, looking back, that was probably not the right line of play, just because it let, like, at the time I was like, okay, I'll let him get to level 3, but I'll try to push him deep into level 3 so that it's worth it. But even then, like, surviving from 2-5 against a deck that has, a lot of extra burn options. And to be fair, like, I also didn't think I was going to trigger both of my climaxes, so I thought I
yeah,
was going to be able to get at least one, probably closer to 2 cancels on that last turn and still live. So triggering both of those climaxes definitely hurt, but looking back, that might not have been the best play. But in any case,
well,
um,
I think if it was a different deck or if the state had been a little different, it might have been. Like if my level one combo wasn't a stock generating combo, I probably wouldn't have had enough stock to do as much as I did.
yeah,
So like,
mhm. Yeah, this deck is the Haruhi deck is not necessarily like it's hard to stop the time machine combo from going off, because the time machine combo isn't dependent on anything other than the level 1 being in field at the encore step. So and I didn't have this at all. Like, this is the combo that I want, right? Like, I
hmm,
want to see this, because then it pops this back into memory with power. And I didn't get that remotely. I got none of these into hand the whole game. So that was annoying. I think, yeah, did I have one? I might have had one in, like, my first hand, but it was not, like, yeah, I did not get these basically at all. I was able to get the time comp, but I was able to get the usual Haruhi Time Machine to loop, which is, it's the other time machine, right?
hmm,
So yeah, it didn't rotate as well as I would have liked, but again, this is a deck that has no hand fix options. You have to just kind of run high card counts and hope that it works to some extent. This is not at all a competitive list, but um, but that's kind of the idea, right? Is like, I'm supposed to get this level 1 combo off so that I don't need to worry about getting reverses. So you can't really stop this combo from going off, but you can stop the usuals relatively easily just by being bigger, right? It's super easy to back up your way into beating a usual. That's one of the deck's weaknesses, and obviously If this deck had something like a money counter, I think it would potentially be a lot better. But I also know that it has some of the most obnoxious anti-damage pieces in all of Weiss. So, like, beggars can't be choosers. It's not, it's already it already is what it is. So, yeah, it's a deck that needs to get to level 3 in order to survive level 3. It doesn't have early plays, so definitely a lot of weaknesses here. But if you get the cards in hand, it's really hard to stop it from going off, because you also can't stop the anti-Mikaru or the anti-combo Mikaru, right? So there are the effects. I guess what I'm trying to say is that it's hard to stop the core engine of this deck from going off, but the deck itself has a tendency to not always go off because there's so little fix, right? If there was even a drop searcher that would, or if the brainstormer did something other than soul pump, I think this deck would be a lot more viable. But it doesn't have a lot of like the important, what we would now call staple pieces of a meta set. It has a lot of stuff that's kind of old and has some interesting but sometimes a little awkward interactions. So fun set to play, though. Fun as heck. It's just so different from anything else you're gonna see. And honestly, this deck is gonna show up in future like open gameplay videos. So if you want to see this deck pop off, I'm pretty sure you'll probably get that opportunity.
Probably.
Like I beat Brandon playing Data Live when we were just doing casual play with this, not this deck exactly, but a variant of this deck while I was playtesting trying to get this deck together for the video. Like completely shut off his level 3 Day Live combo. So like Brandon can attest to the fact that this deck, when it gets rolling, is incredibly annoying to play against.
It's definitely interesting, for sure.
Anyway, so that's Haruhi versus Alicization. Hopefully this was interesting. Thank you for watching this and for watching the deck tech on this. If you are watching this and you are like, this Haruhi deck is very weird, I want to see what it does, link to the original deck tech that I put out on Tuesday in the description. Until then, we will have another Clock Talk next Tuesday, and then a week from today, we will have open gameplay. Maybe I'll bring the Haruhi back for that. I don't know. We'll decide when we get there. But in any case, more gameplay next week, as well as a Clock Talk on Tuesday. And then, Brandon, you have a deck tech coming up in a week and a half on that following Tuesday. Do you want to disclose what it is, or do you want to keep it a secret for now?
Oh, Overlord. It's going to be Overlord.
Okay.
Overlord coming out. It's going to be Overlord.
So, get Brandon's list for the upcoming Overlord set. That will be on Tuesday, September 29th. Tuesday, September 29th will be Brandon's Overlord deck premiere. So yeah, until then, like I said, Clock Talk Tuesday, Gameplay Thursday, always stuff coming out on the channel. Please be sure to join us for that stuff. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, have a good one.
We'll see you then.